Believers House of Freedom.
Believers House of Freedom. Believers House of Freedom.
Believers
House of Freedom.
Believers House of Freedom. Believers House of Freedom. A man's life will move in line with his thoughts, change his thinking, and his life will change.
This is Freedom Point, where we try to look at issues surrounding our lives. Like I've always said in the previous edition, nobody is created to fail. Everyone created by God is created to succeed. So most people that we call failures are success in the wrong direction. And so you must understand clearly the basics and the principles through which God have laid down for you to be successful. Remember, I also said before that no matter the kind of car, the brand of car you are driving, no matter the speed you are on, and no matter who is even encouraging you in that journey, if you're on the wrong road, you will never get to your destination. Unfortunately, 90% of the world population are on the wrong road, while 10% seems to be leading the way. And it ought not to be so. And I also said your talent is so important, because it's your giftings that will make you sit or stand before kings. And everything you need to succeed, the Lord has placed in you. I remember I also told you before that your success is not in the church, it's not in the hand of a pastor, it's not in the hand of an imam. Your success is not in the classroom. Your success is in you. Everything that you need, God has placed in you. And I also told you that the gift and calling of God, they are without repentance. What that means is that your success is not a function of your religious affiliation. Whether you serve God or not, that doesn't determine whether you succeed or not. There are many people who are not serving God who are successful, because the gift that He has placed in you is what makes you successful, not whether you attend church or not. These things have to be very clear. I'm a Christian and I believe so much in heaven and hell. But it's so important to understand that you can be successful on earth and you still end up in hell. You can be successful on earth, you still go to heaven. And so these things are so important. So we try to make an attempt to tell you that the process through which you can achieve the greatness that you so desire is simple, but you must follow those steps. Everything in life is ruled by principle. The world is governed by principle. And once those principles are adhered to, there is nothing that God can do. There is nothing that the devil can do. I've always said that if a mad woman has sex, for example, she gets pregnant, it doesn't make any difference whether she's mad or not. These things are there. So we've moved now. We talk about the power of determination. That we have too many people who are lazy. They don't want to walk. Some people will tell you, if not because of Adam, it was the sin of Adam that kept us where we are now. If Adam did not sin, probably we will not be walking. That's a very big lie. Adam was a very hard worker. I told you before. Adam walked. There was no time. In fact, he went out walking when Satan came to meet Eve. God gave him the world to manage. The Bible says that he was a manager of the garden. He managed the garden, and so he named the entire animals, the birds, the fishes. They were all named by Adam. So Adam is not a lazy man. So if you think that you will succeed because you go to prayer mountain to pray, if you think that you succeed because you are very good at praying, you love fasting, you fast for 300 days or you fast for 366 days, it's not a guarantee for you to succeed. You must learn to walk. You must be a wise and a hard worker. So we'll talk about the power of determination. And today briefly we want to look at something else, which is the dangers of wrong companies, the friends that you keep. Your destiny can be derailed. I was amazed when the Lord told me many years ago that if the Satan cannot stop a woman from giving birth to a child, he programs the child to move with the wrong friends. Once Satan knows that he cannot stop the lady from giving birth to a child, what he does is he programs the child to move with the wrong company. And so many destinies have been grounded. There are people who are on their grave today because they find themselves with the wrong friends. And that's why, as I said earlier on, you are created to succeed. Nobody is created to fail. But your success is in your hand. What are the kind of friends that you keep? They are friends that motivate you to success. They are friends that will always look down on whatever you are doing friends that tell you that it cannot be done. There are many people like that. Anything you tell them, they tell you that it cannot be done. Run away from such people. You must begin to move with people with a large heart. People that believe that it's impossible for me to fail. People that believe in big things, taking big risks. There are many people today, they prefer doing small things. I told somebody once, I said, expect great things for God, but also attempt great things. You must learn to attempt great things. And so move with the right friends that will give you a positive direction. I mean, when I was in school, I grew up from a Christian home. From a good Christian home. My father was a very nice person. He's late now. He's so gentle, he's so quiet, so peaceful. They used to say those days in Wari that if you ask him of his shirt, he will give you his trouser. And so he gives you and gives and gives, a very peaceful person. But then, when I gained admission to school, I discovered that I moved with the wrong friends. And because I moved with the wrong friends, I became extremely violent and I became a cultist. I remember some years ago, I was in school with one of my friends then, and he came to meet me while we were in the bottle drinking. And he said some visiting friends that came from other schools, from Ekpoma and the rest, they were asking him why he was looking at them. And I was mad and I came out from the pottery. And I was looking for who to attack because they dared talk to my friend carelessly as I look at it then. I was extremely violent, even though I was from a Christian home. And so it's very difficult to understand how the son of a pastor will also become a cult leader at the same time. They are bad friends. Bad friends. There are many of them like that. And so you must be careful the kind of friends that you keep. I have an auntie who is late now. I mean, she was one of the best in Sapele those days. She attended Chudes Girls Grammar School. She was good, she was nice, she was a nice person. But unfortunately for her, she moved with the wrong friends. And those friends got her destiny derailed. And those friends messed up her destiny until she died before her time. So the question today I want to ask you, what kind of friends do you keep? Because if you want to succeed in life, your friends matters a lot. Your friends matters a lot. There's nothing you will ever become in life without the help of a friend. There is nothing you will ever become without the help of a friend. And there is no destruction that will ever come to anyone without the input also of a friend. And so there are two ways. There are two ways. And I see too many people today who are grounded, who are stranded, whose destiny have been messed up, all because they moved with the wrong friends. I know of a friend, some group of friends in school those days who later became terribly drug addicts. They were taking smack, they were taking heroin, and they were taking cocaine those days. I mean, they were good friends, very, very good friends. We stayed off campus together. And these were people from very rich home, from very good home. But unfortunately for them, they got mixed up with people who took drugs. And instantly, they became drug addicts. And so I'm going to ask this question again and again and again. Because you need to succeed. We have too many people today, too many great people today, who are living below the standard that God has set out for them. They have great destinies. They are meant to be great. They are meant to impact their world. Like I said, there is nobody on earth today that is useless. There is not one single person on earth today that is useless. In fact, everyone that God created on earth today, we are created to solve a need. You are created. There's always a need that God has created you to solve. And the question is, have you discovered the need you are supposed to solve? And these things are so important. I told people once, I said, religion has done more damage to people. Yeah, because many people think that the only thing they need to do is the more they pray, the more successful they are. Thank God I pray. But you don't succeed because you pray. You succeed because you are able to identify a need and solve the need. Your success comes from that direction. We are all created by God to be king and prince, like I said in the last program on earth. But you see, every king has a staff of office. And I said, your staff of office is your talent and your domain. Because without a king, without a domain, you cannot become a king. And when the Bible says you're a king, it's because he knows that you have a domain. That's why it's called kingdom. Kingdom. A king in a domain. In a domain. In a domain. So the question I want to ask, have you discovered your domain? Have you discovered where you are supposed to shine? There are those who are making impact in the movie industry. There are those who are making impact in writing. There are those who are making impact in football. There are those also who are making impact in fashion design, in legal profession. There are those who are making impact as mechanic. I used to have a neighbor many years ago when I was still very, very young and in Surulere many years ago. His name was Yaya, very good mechanic. He's a Benz mechanic. This guy did not go to school, but he was a good mechanic. If you see the house he was staying, if you see his wife and his children, you would think that they are half caste. You would think they stay in Lekki. The guy is extremely very good. He became blessed by his talent in a world where those that went to school and looking for job, Yaya became an employer of labor. So the question I want to ask you, as we begin to round up, is have you discovered your field to which you will exercise your rulership, your dominion? Have you discovered it? And on a daily basis, I want you to monitor the friends that you keep. Friendship is not by force. Friendship is by choice. Right from the Bible days, many people have died before their time, all because they hang out with the wrong persons. So as you go to sleep today, I want you to check through your phone and find out those who are adding value to your life.